What motivates me? It's actually, there is a thing, there is a fire burning inside, which just keeps everyone going. Which is that fire? That's your own passion, your own dream, what you really want to do, your outcome, your goal. That just keeps you working, where you just can't sit, you can't just wait for the right moment. Because I always believe that knock and the door will be opened. Seek and you'll find out. Ask and you'll receive. I believe in this thing. So I always knock, and I found something myself. I found a new opportunity and a challenge to just go on that thing. So yeah, so something, there is that fire that yes, you have to keep moving on. Hey everyone, I am Janhavi and today I'm at LifeCast, and this time I'm 15 years old and doing graduation second year from Delhi University, and I speak 9 different accents: British, American, RP, Posh, Australian, Scottish, Canadian, Norfolk, Konkani, and my 2 basic languages, French and Japanese, and Hindi and Haryanvi dialect. And I do BBC and CNN news anchoring in their way, in the same BBC and CNN style, and I even do a bit of English singing, and I'm a motivational speaker. See, it wasn't like recognizing I've ever recognized it. It was kind of like I already found myself in all these things, because this was all due to my mom and dad, and they always thought that if their kid knows English, so there is something, she has something, and she's gonna do something in a country like India, because here English is a class, but English is only a language. So I already found myself doing all this English stuff. गाँव वाली तो मैं ऐसे ही दिखती हूँ जैसे हरियाणवी बोलते हैं गाँव के बच्चे. मैं भी हरियाणवी बोलती हूँ क्योंकि मैं खुद गाँव से हूँ. तो मैं अभी मेरे साथ तो कुछ ऐसा हुआ जब मैंने हिंदी और ये सब, शुरू में मैं हिंदी हरियाणवी यही बोलती थी, पर कुछ ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि मैंने कभी टैलेंट को रिकग्नाइज़ किया हो, या फिर मेरे मम्मी पापा ने किया हो, या फिर किसी कोई मिरेकल हुआ हो जिससे कुछ पता लगा हो कि हाँ अब मेरे अंदर कुछ ऐसा टैलेंट है. ये मेरे शुरू से ही मेरे अंदर था, अंदर नहीं था. मैं ये जब मैं चीज़ें कर रही थी तो मेरे को अपने आप में ही आई ऑलरेडी फाउंड माई सेल्फ कि हाँ मैं ये ऑलरेडी कर रही हूँ. मेरे को इसी के प्रोसेस में मिली मैं, क्योंकि मेरे मम्मी पापा को शुरू से लगता था कि इंडिया में इंग्लिश आनी चाहिए, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे इंग्लिश बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट इसीलिए भी बनती है क्योंकि आगे बिजनेस में जाने के लिए हमें कुछ करना होता है, हमें कुछ इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे करना होता है, तो उसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. उसके बाद मेरे मम्मी पापा ने शुरू से ही मेरे ऊपर ऐसे काम करना शुरू किया था, तो कभी टैलेंट को रिकग्नाइज नहीं किया था. ये शुरू से ही बस होता चला गया एंड जस्ट स्टफ हैपेंड. हरियाणवी में तो क्या बोलूँगी, बस न्यू होया था. मेरे माँ बाबू ने सिखाई थी मैं कुक करना है, के करना है, के हरियाणवी में बोलनी है, और ये जितने भी ये और भी भाषा हैं, अंग्रेजी होगी और ये एक्सेंट होगे, ये सारे उन्होंने सिखा रखे हैं. I've been to many news channels because I was 6 years old when I started coming in newspapers and all stuff. And after that, at the age of 9, I went to my first news channel as an anchor. The program was always changed. And then after so many days, after a couple of months, I went to another news channel and who titled me as Wonder Girl of India. And then I was kind of like 12 or 13 when I went in a program where Chief Minister of Haryana was presented, and I addressed 150 IAS, and after that I was on the fire, if I say, by all news channels. Then I went to BBC too, my dream channel. I gave 3 interviews over there, so all in the fire, and like interviews and shoots. And yeah, I've showcased my talent even on so many stages, like the normal program stage. And yes, many people invite me in their programs, whether it's regarding the girl child, Save Girl Child programs, many of those, and another like the school and the college functions. And of course, most of the times I go in colleges time by time to motivate the college students, and some of the most students who are studying in schools and some primary too. No, I do different things. I really believe in this thing. I always do different things, because instead of sharing my own personal story, because people always sit to hear your personal story, how you have done so much. Yeah, everyone's life's a struggle, but it's not like the story has been the past. Of course, many people learn from experience, but according to me, experience isn't something what happens to a man. Experience is something which just man makes him by just creating those everything, what's in mind. So that's something experience. And most of the times if I say, I really talk about that how to really get the thing which you really want in the life. So yeah, I talk about different things every time, and I love reading motivational type of books and kind of like novels, because I'm bad at academics. So instead of reading those old books, I love reading all of these books. So creating my own story, like how can you really do it, my own ideas. So yeah, I do these things, and students really help us, because every time coming with a different story, it helps everyone, not like the same story, because everyone has a different type of situation, and not everyone has the same situation. So yeah, I speak according to the situation of the program of the stage. I'm 15 this time, and I'm doing graduation second year from Delhi University, and yeah, my peer group is kind of like who are senior students. If I'm 15, so they're kind of like 18, 19, and many of them are 22 or 23. So everyone is adult in my old peer group, but I love conversating with them. Of course, there is a difference kind of thing, because they talk about some different matters, and I talk like a child always, and I have some different type of topics to talk to them. So, but I love talking with them, because my kind of students, my age group children, they never really love playing or talking with me. And so I love the senior companies. They people understand a child, that how I'm gonna behave or something like it, and they understand too. But many of the times when it comes like the stage thing or the confidence thing, so that's the point where I really match, where the students really need that. Yes, she's the girl who is gonna motivate and bring some confidence. So my own age group student doesn't really need that. So of course I love that my peer group, and I have so many friends. Friends is something like which are really needed. So I love my whole company, and of course they understand. And the main benefit, which I think is, which is the main advantage for me, the main pros, is that those people really need you. They are at the point where they need something to go on with their life, and I am their motivator to motivate them with what they're really gonna do. So my practice, their benefit, and it's all equality, perfect. What motivates me, it's actually, there is a thing, there is a fire burning inside which just keeps everyone going. Which is that fire? That's your own passion, your own dream, what you really want to do, your outcome, your goal. That just keeps you working, where you just can't sit, you can't just wait for the right moment. Because I always believe that knock and the door will be opened, seek and you'll find out, ask and you'll receive. I believe in this thing. So I always knock, and I found something myself. I found a new opportunity and a challenge to just go on that thing. So yeah, so something, there is that fire that yes, you have to keep moving on. And what's my main inspiration is, I think that's my mom and dad. But everyone's inspiration is their mom and dad. My own inspiration is me, my own goal, my own outcomes. So I know 9 different accents, as I told you earlier. I like to start with British accent. So British people are mainly like, they have the very calming and a peaceful accent. That was my first accent which I learned. So yeah, British people especially have something like Norfolk, the Cockney accent which I learned. So they are also the part of the same Britain. American. Well, American is my personal favorite accent. American accent is kind of like the people don't really know, and they drop so many of the words. And of course, the American people use so many diphthongs that it becomes a bit difficult for them to really understand their own accent. And RP is kind of like for all the people who are present in the media, and especially in the Britain at the south side, because many people think that the British accent isn't really needed, but many people catch the similarities between the RP and the Posh, but the real similarities are in British and the RP. And RP was in 1990s when it was introduced by all of those Northern Hemisphere people, and it's received pronunciation. Posh is a kind of like accent which you can just make it more, not changing your voice, but actually they people press each word, and pressing all the words, there comes the raw Posh accent by crisping all those words. And yeah, it's kind of like whenever you speak the Canadian accent, you can match it with the Canadian one, and of course with the Australian one by dropping and by using the slangs and making the words more small. Australian. Australia is something where you just spread your lips and speak with high confidence, and they use their nugget kind of words, which just drive people crazy that what are the words speaking. So Australian is really which you can just have a simple with the American one, and it was very helpful for me because American is my favorite accent, and due to which Australia was a bit easy one to learn. And I've done with British, American, RP, Polish, Australian, Scottish. Scottish is kind of like the accent which people really do to show off, but the Scottish accent is very much similar to Russian one. Not very much, but yes, if somebody knows Russian, so they can do the Scottish very easily because their main rules are just regarding the R and Ds. Canadian. As I already told you, Canadian is kind of like the Australian accent, and the two believe in the United States because all of the part of Alaska, even if it's the time for United States, it's a part of United States, but the Canadian accent may be more like the Alaska people speak it in the same way. So it's kind of like the mixture for the Alaskans in United States and an American accent. And moving on to the Cockney accent. Cockney is a recent accent which I've learned, and it's kind of like the British. Now, British have four main different parts which I've learned was, and the Cockney was another type of the accent which used to people speak in somewhere like 1960s, so it's been like an old accent. Norfolk. Now, same as the Cockney accent, Norfolk many people speak, and they have their strong kind of voice, and there are just now a few minor regions where in Britain people speak this accent. French, just my introduction because I only know the basics. Salut, je m'appelle Janhavi, je travaille à ma passion que la musique anglaise, je voudrais deviner la leçon de Noël. Merci beaucoup. Japanese. Konnichiwa, watashi wa Janhavi desu. Konnichiwa, omegai shimasu. O genki desu ka? And arigatou gozaimasu. हिंदी तो मुझे आती है और हरियाणवी मैंने बोली दी थी. I'm from Haryana, from a local village in Haryana, from a village in Haryana. And I'm a normal Haryanvi girl, and in my family, everyone speaks Haryanvi. Not even a single family member of mine speaks, even in Hindi. Even me at my home, I speak Haryanvi, my own dialect, and no offense, I love it with all of my heart. And when I started it, well, my mom and dad actually started to get on this path. So as everyone knows, that there is criticism everywhere. And in my case, the criticism rose in my own society, where society thinks, hey, why are you becoming this kind of like Britisher or American? What do you really want to do? Why are you learning English? I used to get confused, I was a little girl, and a little girl for like me, I used to went to my mom and dad, hey, what are they speaking? Why so? I mean, why everyone thinks that I can't learn it? So in my society, everyone's like, English, learning English, come on. Even my own friends, in my own classmates, they were like, why are you the only person who is just obsessed with English, obsessed with learning English? But I was a little girl and I never really knew about the thing, so I never really cared. So the only problem for me was all these hurdles. Now, the main hurdle for me was from where to learn English by living in Haryana. Well, I learned English from my mom and dad, and then my father, on his own motorbike, used to take me to 18 kilometers one side to a teacher, and my favorite teacher, Rekha Raj Mahajan ma'am. So she used to taught me English with the college students, and I was a little girl of age 7, and they were like 19 or 20. So I used to do group discussion with them. So it was total fun. But after learning the English, another question came in the mind. I mean, actually the outcome, the dream was to do something in English, but what to do in English? If English is our own passion, if English is something which you have for a spark in your body for English, but what to do? Because everyone speaks in English, there's nothing special in you. Another hurdle came, and what to do now? Then my teacher told me that, what about accent? We came to know about accent. So another problem which came, from where to learn. So I am from the rich kind of family. I'm from very normal type class of family, the middle class family. And I've never studied in a big school like DPS and GD Goenkas. I've studied from a very local school, from a town school. And this time if I'm studying in Delhi University, so I'm studying in Satyavati College, And even now it's included in the North Campus, I guess. So yeah, and that story, that from where to learn this accent, because not from a rich family, not studying in a big school, what to do. And went to British Council, Illinois, and so many places. And the only response was, we can't teach you, because my mom and dad already used to take me to India Gate, to Red Fort, to just find out, to seek out the Britishers and the Americans, the foreign people, to talk to them, because confidence is a thing which never really lack in me and never really lack in you people. I used to went to all those people, through all those foreigners, to talk with them, so I already caught kind of like their accent. So all the institutes just started telling me, you already know, so we can't teach you anymore, we are sorry. And then another hurdle came, now what to do? Something special, but what to do really? How to do? Then we took help of online classes and used to sit on those online classes for like 1 hour. Another hurdle came, how to understand these people. These people are like from Britishers and foreigners. How to understand this? Just start hearing them like I'm deaf and they're just speaking and speaking. I can't understand even a single word. But as everyone knows, we have been learning since our childhood that practice makes a man perfect. So I used to listen BBC and CNN News, used to speak the whole. So mastered the accent, the British and American accent. Another hurdle came, I'm just mimicking. Just copying their accent. Now what's special? So another opportunity, and for that what I did, I learned phonetics. Another online classes, took those online classes, started practicing. My mom and dad used to sit in front of me and they used to catch like my own mistakes. You spoke this word wrong, hey, you have spoken this word wrong, speak it again. And practice the whole day with my mom and dad, with my friends, teachers, even they used to call me, have you gone totally mad? How are you not speaking in this accent with us? But still, that wasn't the passion. There was a spark inside me that I have to do something in this. So I used to speak there. I'm used to just, people used to think like, you are a whole lot of trouble, girl. But still, you know, that thing, that satisfaction wasn't there. Learned the phonetics and then I mastered it. Then something was like that, yes, you have gone through it now. Then after British and American accent, all right, fine. But no, Janhavi, nothing. Have to do more. Did another accent. Okay, now how many parts of the British accent? What's speaking the South Side from the 1990s? What's the RP accent? What's this received pronunciation? Okay, they have different kind of styles, different slangs, different diphthongs, different phonetics. What do you do now? So I was totally being a plonker behind all these things. Okay, and yeah, if I say I'm kind of like that crazy bag of ferrets that I really want to do these old things. So I used to just make a troublesome of people. Hey, I want to do this. Do you really know about this? I used to ask everyone because from somewhere, if you knock, the door will be opened, as I told you. So from somewhere, the door opened and I got into all those accents and learned it. So yeah, this is my main story. And then another passion was kind of like anchoring, which I always loved to do. But anchoring, just the stage anchoring, no, not enough. When I started watching BBC and CNN News, I developed another interest in this to do the stage, this news anchoring, and did that too. Started doing simultaneously, speaking the whole news after, the whole report, whether it's Weather One or the Global. So this is all my whole background thing. My main hobby is English singing. I love singing. And now singing is kind of like what just brings the best out of me. Whenever I go to sleep, I sing all the songs, or I'm not kind of like the bathroom singer, but yes, I always sing. I love to sing. Singing is kind of like my emotions. And for me, I'm that crazy type of girl who have written like 7 to 8 songs by myself, and I really want to make this appeal that if anyone is interested, so I really want to sing, so you can just people tell me in down below the comments and do show the love for my singing. And I really want to do this, as I told you, as Crazy Bag of Ferrets, a twit. You can just call me as a twit, or kind of like a chevalier of industry, because I am totally behind this thing. And yes, I'm looking forward to pursue this hobby, and I love doing this. She just wants to be beautiful, she goes unnoticed, she knows no limit, she craves attention, she praises an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see The light is shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we've made her blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after their face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change his heart. No scars, they're beautiful, we're stars, we're beautiful. You have something, as I told you, there's a spark inside you which you really want to do. So how to really get the thing which you really want? The first point is to just think about the things that, hey, what do you really want? What things do you really want? And why do you want? Why do you want a fine car? Why? And why do you want a big house? Why? Okay, now after doing all those things, the next point is to focus. Focus on what? That yes, I have to get this thing and how to get it. How to get it. Because if you start asking questions, you'll finally find, you'll get a reply. If you just start seeking, you'll find. And if you're gonna knock, there is an opportunity for you. The doors will be opened for you because the doors are there for you. You have to build those. The only way it is to knock it. Knock it, and there it is. Now, the not only point is that you have to focus, but the next point is how you focus. That's the thing. How you focus on the thing, as in the positive way or in the negative way. And after that, the thing is get the experience. Now, as I told you earlier, that experience isn't something what you get. Experience is something what you do to yourself after a thing happened to you. That is what the real experience is. And after that, that focus, that all meaning, this experience becomes your idea of reality. And your idea of reality, that's where the game is changed. Your idea of reality, your ideas change, or creative ideas, and create a blueprint of your own. If you don't have a positive plan, if you don't have that plan to just finish that spark, then the only plan for you is to get in pain. Create a blueprint, create a plan, otherwise you go in pain. So that's all. Just focus on your idea of reality and focus in a good way, because the main point is how you focus, and that's it. And those meetings have the questions, those questions have the replies, and those replies have the reality, and those replies make you more. And determine, don't let your situation determine your dream. Just let you on by yourself, determine it. And we think that there is time, we have to be patient. Of course you have to be patient, but if you just set an outcome, if you set a target that I have to do something till this night, so count your nights and you are gonna achieve it. That's it. It isn't like, we people always think, I have to do something by my own. And whenever our parents tell us something, hey, our kid, can you do this? So we always just neglect them. How would our parents know for our career? Why are they just letting us decide their lives? It's our own life, let us do it. But you know what? Experience. They people have so much experience, they are always gonna speak right. If you are 14 or 15, if you are 9 or 10, or do you have really the experience? Do you really know about the world that you're gonna do this? Just try to find out. I ain't telling you to just go according to your parents, that what are they telling you, but no. Just try to find out, just try to analyze what your parents are saying, because they always are right. They won't think wrong for you. So now, not deciding your career isn't something like, now, it's the type of thing. A human body just walk in without a mind, without any common sense, without anything. No. Everyone has that crazy side. Everyone has a thing which brings the best out of them. And that's you really need to find out. And that's gonna be by yourself.